Hi, Marcus. Hi, Marcus. It's Freddie Hammer. It's Freddie Hammer. How are you?
Hey, good. Just jamming out to your music there on the hold.
I didn't realize that. I always thought it was like some sort of...
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, there's a band jamming in there.
That's what you're hearing.
Think kind of maybe AI.
Don't say AI. It's such a terrible word anymore, right?
Yeah, I think it's better served A1. I think it's better. Just do it. Leave it with that way. We're going to get some A1 with that computer. Yeah, it's better than ketchup, I guess.
I've got a couple of questions, and we were hoping maybe to talk about Marshall Tucker and your involvement there and your instrumentality and all the different things that you do.
Oh, yeah. Well, I play flute, sax, piano, organ, sing lead in background. I mean, basically do everything I can do for job security. That's what it is.
We're on the phone with Marcus Henderson at the Marshall Tucker Band, and it's so exciting to talk to you, Marcus, because... Do you mind if I call you Marcus?
Please.
It's exciting because you do play the saxophone and the flute, and those are kind of like two different kinds of instruments. How did you start? What was your first instrument that you played?
Clarinet.
Okay, so you're a reed guy.
Yeah, and I figured out what clarinet's good for. You know what that is?
What?
Poking holes in accordions.
Well, you've been doing that all your life, I guess, but you've only been with the Marshall Tucker Band for about 15 years. What was the process of you getting involved in that band? And now you've taken over for singing for Doug Gray, so I'm wondering how that evolved.
I was living in Macon, Georgia, playing in a studio down there, Muscadine, and Paul Hornsby, who engineered and produced all the early Tucker records, that's his studio. So I was basically the horn guy that he called.
Okay.
And I worked on Chris Six's record there, which Chris Six is in Marshall Tucker Band.
Okay.
And Doug heard me play on there, and I was introduced to him. He said, "Well, I'll be calling you about a job," and I said, "Okay," and he did. So
cool. That must have felt good that day.
Yeah, it was. If I'd only known it was a piano job, boy, that was a little scary. But
right?
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a great step, and it's been fun. Whatever I joined in 2008, so however many years, 16 years, whatever It's been. But yeah, it feels like yesterday. But we're filling in for Doug right now until he's feeling better. His back gets back up to par, and he'll be back in the fall probably.
Great. You're from Spartanburg yourself. I can hear a little bit of an accent there.
I'm from Brevard, North Carolina, which is it's near Spartanburg. It's close to Asheville. Mm-hmm. That's where I live now in Asheville.
I lived in Charlotte for a very long time, so I know exactly where you are.
Right? What part of Charlotte do you live in?
Actually, I was in Rock Hill, South Carolina, right over the border.
Mm-hmm.
Did traffic for a long, long time.
How about that? So you're familiar with Pineville because that's down that way.
That's right. That's where my children were born, actually, in that hospital down there. Oh, it's lovely up there in Asheville. I'm glad you get a chance to be up there. It's like cool when it's not cool in the city.
The past couple of weeks has been really cool here. I mean, it was like faux fall. And Asheville is open. Everybody needs to come. We need a business. Good to go.
And the college is right there. Innovative people to listen, right?
That's right. That's right. And there's a lot of the camps. I went to Brevard Music Center. Because I came up classically, hence the clarinet.
Sure.
So Brevard Music Center was a great experience. I thought I was something when I got there, but I learned pretty quick. I'm not the case.
You play the flute in Can't You See? Does that feel like an iconic moment every night that you're on stage playing that?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when I first took the job, I was thinking, first of all, of hearing a flute that loud is crazy.
Yeah.
And then hearing everybody sing like that, and it never gets old.
Singing along, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, they really. I mean, you would be surprised at how good when they get together can sing. I mean, some of these cities we come to, I'm like, wow, let's do it again.
Yeah, I wondered about that. Like going to different crowds. Are there different cities that handle it differently, or is everybody the same loving Marshall Tucker?
Oh, they all get in it. They all get into it.
Tell me about your family.
My family. Oh yeah, Lisa Love. She's a powerhouse for her. She's got her Georgia Music Foundation. She works contracts around the state of Georgia, works for the Redding Foundation, and of course the Gretches, Fred and Dinah Gretsch, with Gretsch guitars and Gretsch drums. And my son, he's just he's in college studying horticulture.
Well, that's wonderful. That's sort of a stretch from what you do.
He's an incredible pianist.
Nice.
But he's decided to go with a trade, which I'm glad. I mean, music business is tough right now. You got to go to the road and go to the stage and get the money, or it's really hard.
It seems to have changed in these past 15 years, hasn't it?
It really has. And now with the A1, coming in, you don't even know if somebody's singing or not anymore. You're like, wow,
I know.
Is that really? Is that somebody? Is that really someone singing?
Do you get to write any songs? Do you have the notion to write things, or do you collaborate with others who are writing things?
I do. I sure do. The last person I worked with is, if you're familiar with the Wood Brothers, or they live in Nashville.
Okay.
The band out of Nashville, I should say. But we worked on his record together, his last solo record. And I actually played a cane fife on that record.
That's neat.
It was built by Othar Turner. I'm giving you a history lesson here. He was a fife player out of Mississippi. It was gifted to me by someone, and an incredible gift. So I told him, really, I couldn't pay you back. Only way I can pay you back is learn to play it.
Right.
So I did. So I played that thing, which probably should be in a museum somewhere, and we played it on a solo record, a tune called "Whom I Adore." I recommend it highly.
Is your audience mostly people our age, or is it people that are younger? Do you see any younger people that are in the crowd?
I do.
Neat.
I really do. A lot of times I'll see, a few rascals, and then some younger people. That's inspiring.
Yeah.
They're hearing the music and they're coming out. I'm happy for that.
What's coming up for the band now? We're coming to Williamsport. We're really excited to see you here coming up this Thursday, 7:30 at Journey Bank Community Arts Center. It's going to be a great time, and we can't wait to hear the music that we love and sing along with. So what else is coming up for the band here in the next few months?
Well, we've got one more run coming up after this.
Mm-hmm.
It was to California and Arizona. We come home for a few days. Then we go back to California. But then we've got some time off in October, and then November, quite a few dates. And in November, 3 shows, and then we packed it in for the year.
Just for the holiday.
Yeah, it's been a successful year. I mean, without Doug, it was risky, and we did it, and we've been able to pull it off. And people have been getting into it. So we play a lot of music.
Yeah.
We don't talk too much. We just get busy with it. So any of your listeners that are coming there, they're going to expect a lot of music.
Well, I hope they are, because I got a pair of tickets to give away right now, but you got to tell me what caller I'm going to take during the commercial break so that I can let a person win a pair of them.
Oh, number 6.
Number 6 is the number. That's what we're going to do right now. 570-323-9399. Win a pair of tickets to see Marshall Tucker Band, as well as Marcus Henderson out there with the flute and the saxophone and the keys and singing. We'd love to see you coming up this week. Thanks, Marcus, for joining us today. Anything else you want to tell us before we get to see you on stage this week?
Buy a lot of beer.
I think you're good to go with our crowd, definitely.
Okay, yeah. I look forward to it, Freddie. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for calling us today. We look forward to the week and giving away tickets. Caller 6 now wins a pair.
Take care now.